Pisces, welcome to your 5-card movie star spread. As per usual, you can click right on the description box below and it will talk about the significance of the spread as well as the placement of each card. You're starting out with the moon. Pisces, someone or something has you stuck in your head and second guessing to the point that you feel like you're going crazy. Okay, confusion, delusion, and lunacy are some of the main keywords to describe this particular card. However, I usually don't talk about the astrological connections with the cards unless your card shows up in your reading. The moon card represents Pisces. So you might feel like you're a little bit stuck in your head and you're a little, kind of going crazy, but you're in your element. Okay. So if the person or entity that you're dealing with is also stuck in their head and going a little crazy, you're like, I've been here before. This ain't no thing. Like home court advantage is what I'm trying to say. So if you and another person are having trouble speaking the same language, if you look at this card, you'll see a canine and a coyote. So a domesticated dog and a wild dog. Ultimately, they are the same creature, but they have two different cultural backgrounds. So we assume they have two different languages as well. Okay. So if you and this other person are both stuck in your head and having trouble communicating or having trouble working through some cultural differences, you are in your home court advantage and the other person is at a disadvantage because they aren't used to processing in that energy, whereas Pisces usually are. Pisces are very intuitive and empathetic people, so they don't shy away from dealing with people who are of a different cultural background or things like that. So that's important to know. However, it has an emotional toll on you. Even though you're willing to work through this problem and this energy, watching somebody that you care about struggle with this problem and this energy while you're just kind of skating through it has this emotional toll, this tug on you. And it's like, because like I said, Pisces are very empathetic people. So it's like you and this person have this thing that's difficult to work through, and you're just like, whatever, we'll get there. And the other person is having so much trouble that you're starting to feel they're distraught. You're so empathetic to their frustration that you're starting to take on their frustration. So now your energy is changing because you feel like you're trying to push through it enough for both of them, okay? However, each of you has a lesson to be learned here because you can't give somebody information that they aren't ready to hear, I guess is the way to say it. So there's something here with this communication you have that they just don't understand. And the idea is you can't understand it for them. So you may have already learned a lesson and you see this person struggling with this lesson you've already learned, and you're like, but here's the answer, here's the answer, here's the answer. And as much as you give them the answer, they might hear it, but they don't comprehend it yet. They don't feel it yet. So the outcome here is the Temperance in the inverse. And the Temperance is the alchemist of the deck. This is somebody who takes two opposing forces and they can apply the right time and energy and chemical process to wield them into one thing. The outcome for this is you don't have the recipe. Some people just need to learn these lessons in their own time. So this person who you're trying to help, if you're trying to muscle through it for them, you're really not helping the situation, Pisces. What you have to do is you have to allow them the time and the space to learn the lesson that you already know. You can't give them the answer. They have to figure it out. Yeah, see, what this tells me is Very simply, because this is about a benevolent leader, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. You stand on your own in the understanding of what's happening here, which is why, even though it's driving you crazy, the frustration of the situation is making you mad, but it's out of love. It's because you care for this person. You're not mad at them. You're frustrated that you can't help them, that you can't give them this because they have to figure it out on their own. The Ace of Pentacles is all about utilizing your resources properly. You have your hand on your resources. You have control. You know what to do in this situation. They haven't figured this out yet. It's just going to take time and space, and you have to give them the time and space to learn and grow. Pisces, I hope you found a message that serves your highest good, and I'll see you next week.